All right, so I'll be teaching you how to make your own love buddy, wife, husband, whatever, out of a body pillow and some old clothes you don't use. All right, this is a very time-consuming tutorial. Like, this takes a while to do. So I personally recommend keep your buddy clean. Keep it clean because you do not want to have to take it apart just to clean it. It took me a while just taking everything apart and sorting it, like all the clothes out. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It's really annoying and you don't want to have to take everything apart just to clean it. So even though this is like the type of thing you would see in like a fucking according to my friend, the type of thing you would see in like a lolcow situation, keep it clean because you don't want to have to try and clean it. But anyway, so first step is the body pillow. Now this is some dog shit cheap body pillow I've had for a while. As you can tell, there's not enough stuffing in it, but I think it will make good for our example. Now try to, like, if you're gonna do this with like an anime character, try to choose a character that isn't on the younger side. I'll just put it in that terms. Try to choose a character that isn't in the younger side. I can show you an example of what I mean. This I bought as a joke. How much of a joke? I think I got my mom to buy it. But I have this Kana body pillow cover. And this is an example of like a bad character to do. Because as you can see here, there's a lot of empty space up here. Like, you actually have to go kind of far down to even get to the face. Like, there's so much empty space up here that, like, it's pretty bad. Like, you don't want that. And of course the face is bigger because the entire body is bigger because younger character. So I would choose like a character and also try to get one that's facing forwards. You don't always have to. Like, they can be like look to the side a little bit, but like you want to try and get it to look forwards as possible just to make it a little bit more better. But yeah, that one's a pretty bad one. You want one where like the face is like right around here or something. Like, not all the way up, but not like down here, you know? And just big enough, because one of the parts we're gonna have to do is I think it's actually the first step, and that is put her in her torso. I personally recommend like a white jacket. I recommend just any white jacket, really. Like, not with a zipper, a sweater. A white sweater with pull strings to shorten it, because you want to pull that just enough so the face is there. And the reason you want to do this is so, like, if you say turn it over, you won't see the other face. You'll see the back of this. So, yeah, this is our first step, is putting the body pillow in this. I probably shouldn't have done the fucking gross zipper side, because the fucking zipper's oxidizing. I don't know why. But yeah. So we'll put it in this. This is the first big step, because this will be the main body. Yeah, and try to line it up. Of course, this doesn't have a design on it, because I don't want to use that, because I just said it was bad. So yeah, try to line it up as best as you can. So like if you need to like move it up a little bit, like try to like do that, I guess. And then move this down. Yeah. And get both sides, of course. Now, my expertise has come because I've been working on Delilah for a very, very long time, a few years, in fact. Now, of course, with the cover, it'd make like be easier, but also try to get like the face as straight as possible if you can, because you don't want like a crinkled mess. Like if there's like a few like wrinkles, it's not too bad. Like Delilah herself, she has like one going like from like the side of her mouth down. But like that's just one. If it's like fucking like 6, you know, try and straighten out a little bit more. But yeah, like I was saying, I've been doing this for a long, long, long time. Just trying to get Delilah perfect. So I know some tips and tricks. Yeah. So once you've gotten that all done, you want to come over here and you want to tighten this as much as possible. Just so like the face is not poking out too much, but like just enough. Do that. And then you want to tie it. This is actually a pretty bad jacket for something like this. Because like this is more like shoestringy, so it's more annoying. And then you want to tuck it in here. So what you should have is like the face here. One more time, I'll reiterate. This is just the normal pillow itself. It's no cover. So it's hard to, say what I'm going to say. And it's not like I could just draw a face because this is just the cover. This is just the pillow, not a cover. But like you want to try and get the face here and, poking out just a tad bit so like this can, catch onto it. But after you've done that, our next step is, this depends if you're making a girl, is getting the bra situated. Now, personally, I would recommend two of them. So this one would be like the base one, if like, so you can like adjust the boob size. Now, I don't have that many clothes left to use for this, so I'm gonna have to get a little creative, but yeah. I think I'll probably just take this apart after, so I'll probably just use some clothes that I actually do wear, but you want to try and get a big collection of clothes that you don't wear anymore, or you can't wear anymore. Just for this. This is a bad bra. This is a bad example of a bra because of this. So if it's something like this, you might be in a situation where you have to take this part off. Like, depending on which type of bra that you use. Again, I wouldn't recommend this one as the first underside one, because this exactly isn't a good one for that, and this is going to be used for something else. Fuck, these things are dirty. But that's what happens when they get thrown into a closet and forgotten about. But yeah, so like if it has like back straps, then this would be your first step. Again, this is if you're making a woman. But if it doesn't have back straps, then you could just put that on first and then just like lift the entire shirt part up and then put it on. Jesus Christ, man. There. Need at least something there, There. All right. So now, put this on. I personally would not recommend these things for sex. All right, I personally wouldn't recommend it. Personally, yeah. I have fucked Delilah before, but I wouldn't recommend having sex with these things because it's not comfortable. Unless it has a penis, it's not comfortable. And you can actually And if you don't take it apart, you can actually get like really fucking bad. Yeah. For the bra, put it on the tightest setting you can, because you don't want the fucking thing slipping around all everywhere. You know. There we go. There we go. That's our first step done. And just adjust it where you need it to be. I think right around here is best. I don't know. Now we gotta put this back on. Now, you're probably wondering, why have we not stuffed the bra yet? That's because we don't know if it looks good enough yet. We need the first layer on first before we figure that out. After we get the first layer on, now we can go into here and adjust it to how we need it to be. And just grab two small shirts there. Because again, this is just for an example. If you actually have like professional like bra stuffers, like little fucking foam pieces or whatever, those would work pretty well too. But this tutorial is made for people who just have a bunch of fucking random clothes sitting around, like I do, and want to use them in an art project. There. And of course you can adjust it as much as you need to. Like this thing needs to be moved over a little bit. Adjust it as much as you need. But this looks fine enough. And now, our next step is getting an actual shirt. So our next step is getting an actual shirt. This Taco Bell shirt, sure. We're currently working on the upper body. I'll just use this employee Taco Bell shirt that my cousin left. It wasn't even big enough for him. And it's easy to put on shirts and stuff. Yeah. Wait, no we can't. No we can't. We cannot. We need to put on the second bra. Now, why do we need a second one? You could make the argument for stabilization, but let's be for real. If you're making one of these, you're a really lonely piece of shit, so you're gonna fucking draw nipples on these. And that's why I say use these ones, because they're small, they're, you know, they stretch a shit ton. I think these were like the ones that fucking Chris Chan wore. That's why they're this nasty. I don't fucking know why they're so goddamn dirty. I didn't use this one. I used other ones. I think it's because this one sits next to my fucking trash can. I think this one I meant to throw away. So yeah. So you just put this over. This is the under layer. So this would, I don't know, be the skin, or something. So what I'm going to do is fit it onto her. Again, this step's only there if you're making a girl. Because I don't think you really need to do this if you're making a boy. I mean, if you want to give the boy nipples, sure. But, I mean, I don't think it's really too necessary. But yeah, there we go. Gotta make it not twirl up in the back here. There we go. Straighten it out. There. Okay. Now, there. So yeah, and now would be the point where you would draw the nipples. I'm not going to do that because I don't think I can show that on YouTube. And I don't want to risk it. So yeah. So now that you got this, depending on how big they are, this could also help with a little bit more stabilization too, because like it closes in on the top and bottom. So like this could help because like the more times you move this, from personal experience, the more times that this like gets moved around, the more these like try to fucking escape, and sometimes it gets to the point where it just bunches in the fucking middle. It's annoying as shit. I was constantly having to fix Delilah's bra. But yeah, so now that we got that, now we can actually put on the shirt. And this will actually be the clothes wear, and this is the type of thing that you can take off and change if you want to. Like, all this is meant to stay. Like, these outer clothes are actually what you're meant to take off and change. So, we just... Also, again, try to be careful around the head. You don't want to, like, knock the face loose or something. But again, if you got like a good quality body pillow, it shouldn't be moving too much. But like this is a bad jacket because it has this little fucking V cut here, and this stupid ass string, and this body pillow is cheap as hell. So there's like 15 different negatives. There we go. And there you go. You have the top done. The top is pretty much done. Now you can stuff the arms, and I'll show you how to stuff the arms, but if you don't have to, you don't have to. The only thing that's important to stuff is the legs. But the arms, you can just keep floppy like that. But I'll show you how to stuff the arms since it is a little bit of a hard process. And what you want to do is take your clothes, put it into the arm, and then do that so it goes down. So it goes down to where you need it to be. And then you keep stuffing it. And this is also if you want hands as well. I don't have any gloves, so I can't show you how to do the hands. I'll actually, no, I can show you how to do hands with Delilah, since she has hands. So how I did Delilah's hands was, the gloves are stuffed with like sock. Here's some, like, I think in between every finger is like a cut up sock. And I used like a long sleeve shirt, so if it gets pulled out, it doesn't like completely fall out, like it's still in there, and just need to put it back in to fix it. I've not found a better way to do this yet, but this is the best way for me. So yeah, and as you can see, the arms are fully stuffed as well. Alright. I don't remember if that was the angle I was at. There. sure. But yeah, so yeah, that's how you stuff the arm. I'm gonna take it out because I need the stuffing for the leg. All right, now that we got pretty much the top done, I don't really think there's much else to it. So our next step is legs. So personally, I would recommend using like something like this, sweatpants. That's the word I was looking for, sweatpants. I personally recommend using sweatpants. I have these ones inside out because like the inside of these has like pockets and bullshit, and I don't want to deal with it. The reason you want sweatpants is because you want to pull it like that. You could use jeans. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it. I would use jeans as like an outside pants thing. I wouldn't use it as a inside, going to stay on 24/7 type thing. Like, you don't want to have to deal with jeans and a belt. You want something that can be adjusted, And before we actually put it on her, we want to stuff these. We don't, you can stuff it afterwards. I'm not a fan of doing it that way. You want to stuff these before. So, and that's what we're gonna do. Because we're gonna need to do a lot with these legs. Because the legs need a little bit more maintenance than arms. Because, the legs, I say, are a mandatory thing to stuff. The cat wants in my goddamn room. Legs are a mandatory stuff. If the legs have these, fucking don't use them. These can be a pain in the ass sometimes. These are just the only pants I don't use. So, But yeah, so stuff the legs. Of course, try to put more where the thighs are going to be. If you sweaters and stuff can take a lot, so those can help with the process. As you can see, that pretty much took up an entire thigh. I'm gonna have to move it down here so I can take up the damn leg. Gotta stretch it out. There we go. Okay, I think this one needs more. Okay, I think that was probably just enough. Some small extra shit. There, good enough. All right, now you want to use socks to close off these ends. Wouldn't recommend using these types of socks. They don't stretch all that much, and they can make it look like they have tiny little feet. You don't want that. You want a sock that can cover up this part, like stockings. Stockings are a really good answer. I have these ones. I don't know if these are good or not, but we're about to see. But you just want something to kind of close off the ends a little bit, but not make it look like they have tiny little feet. So yeah, stockings, which are meant to stretch, is a really good answer if you have those. If you don't, good luck. Even here, it does that. It looks kind of strange. But again, this is just for a tutorial. You could just go out and buy a shit ton of clothes for this type of thing, but it's not meant for that. It's meant for old clothes. I don't know, you could probably go to a thrift store, buy a shit ton of old clothes if you want to make something like this. It is kind of a little bit of an art project, really. Now, Once we have that, we should have pants with already filled in legs. I don't think these are fully, no, they're not going to be fully, you don't want to like fill it up to here. This is where this part's supposed to be. These fucking pants will make this thing look short. The longer the pants, the better. Like these are for someone like me. I'm not exactly the tallest person. I make this character look fucking little. But I mean, if you want to do it with a younger character, you can. You'll just look weirder. You'll just look fucking strange. Yeah, that's why I took off the cover, because I don't want to do this with that fucking body pillow cover. Because it's the only other one I have. And I only bought it as a fucking joke. So yeah, you want to pull it up as much as you can. You want stuffing down here. Like, you don't want it just all up here. You also want some down here too. And then, if you have to, go back and stuff some more. If you think like it's not enough, like this is not enough. Like this leg needs some more. Let's use this. My pajamas. Like, go back in and stuff some more if you have to. Pull this up. And now tighten this as much as you can. Now, one thing I should note, these things are kind of fragile. So like there might be a point where you have to like keep stuffing it, like stuffing the body back into the pants. But you don't really have to worry about that too much. Alright, now you got the base layer. Now you got the base legs, and pretty much the full body is done. Now it's just adding stuff. Like the shirt could have been a different fucking step. I don't know why I said put on the shirt now, but yeah. But now you get to put on other stuff. If you're making one of these to fuck, again, I really wouldn't recommend doing that, because if you were to cut a hole here, it could lead to a bigger fucking hole being created from moving this thing around too much. And this thing already isn't the most stable. So like if you try to pick it up like right here, it's gonna bend like backwards and shit, you know? Yeah, again, I wouldn't recommend doing that type of shit. But since this one had the intention of being a girl, this is the part where you put on the underwear. And I have panties, because I like to cross-dress sometimes, but don't tell anyone. So just put it on like if it were a fucking dead human. Yeah. If you have necrophilia, this could probably help a lot. Just pretend this fucking thing's dead. And I mean, some of the pictures I took of Delilah make it look like she's just straight up a fucking dead body, like stuffed into a fucking like suit, like some FNAF type shit. Yeah, there you go. And now, just choose the pants of your liking. Of course, I have a skirt here. Skirts aren't hard; just fucking slip it on. Pants though, pants are a little bit more annoying. And we'll do pants. Delilah is made up of 3 different layers of pants, by the way. She has her original, she had black pants. Her original ones, which have a fucking giant hole in one of the thighs. Like, so, you know, can't really use that. And it was constantly fucking annoying the hell out of me. So I put her in my fucking purple pajamas that I bought. And that's now like this layer. And then there was also the stockings that were already on there, which is what was holding all the clothes together so it wouldn't fucking spill out of the giant fucking gash that was in the pants. And then the trans shorts to cover up the underwear. Oh yeah, you would also place your, if you're making a man, place the dildo in the underwear. You should know where it goes. You were in sex ed. Everyone was. Even if it was just 4th and 5th grade and you don't remember shit, just look up where penis is. You'll find it. This is what I mean by pants are probably the more annoying things to put on. Yeah. There. That's good enough. There you go. You see the pants are definitely bigger than the other pants that are on her. So, like, it's a little bit weird because, like, it's floppy, but still, there you go. That is pretty much the basics on making one of these. Hair is a different fucking story. If you want to put hair on, there's 2 different ways you could do it. You could try 2 safety pins, but make sure they're good safety pins. Like, I have an example of a bad safety pin. Like, if it's like these tiny ones, these are really bad because they can bend and pop out. But like, if you want to do hair, either do that or get a beanie, like a good sized beanie. Maybe even a hat would work. No, beanie because it covers up more. But if you don't want it to cover up, use a safety pin. And here's some hair. And you want to put one here at the front and another one like near the back, and then put those where it would line up with the actual head. So like you want to put it here, like the hair would go here, and then there we go. Oh shit. And then you would want to put the paper clip like right here. Don't put it through the body pillow. You want to try and keep the fucking body pillow like undamaged, because body pillows are fucking expensive. But you want to put one here and the other one like right here, and there you go. So like you just want to put it through the jacket or sweater or whatever the fuck. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics. And of course the beanie's easier. But that's the basics on making one of these. Now, transporting it is a different fucking story. How I've been transporting them is by grabbing the back here, and then putting my hand here and picking it up like that. That's so you don't, that's like so you can carry it, because if you just try to grab the top, the pants will slide off. And if you just grab it by the pants, the top will, go all the way back and slide out of the pants as well. So you need support on both the body and the pants. But yeah, that's how you make one of these. I think I've shown all the important steps to it. I don't really think there's anything else I can show. So yeah, that's how you make one. I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial on how to make your own buddy. Make your own buddy, wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, friend, partner, brother, sister, Um, Character, I don't fucking know. Use it for whatever you want. Again, I'd recommend just keeping it as clean as possible because you don't want to have to take this thing apart to clean it. You could manually clean it by grabbing, just like wetting a wash rag and just doing that, but that seems like it would suck. That seems like it would be a pain in the ass. So I wouldn't recommend that way. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it.